Hey, what's up, YouTube? Houston here. For those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. For those of you that's been following me and supporting me, salute. And for my favorite patrons, always double salute. Now, today's video, we're actually going to be talking about the best business credit cards for Airbnb arbitrage. And I'm going to explain like just a few of the things why so many people don't have the success in Airbnb arbitrage. For many of you all, there's plenty of videos out there, but it's just some things that I've learned, and I think it probably will be beneficial for you guys. But also understanding how to leverage business credit cards to do this so that you actually get an interest-free loan. This is very important because in order for you to be able to do Airbnb arbitrage comfortably, then you know that you should figure out how to get an interest-free loan from anywhere from $10,000 up to $25,000, because in order to do this, you definitely going to need between $10,000 to $25,000. Okay, some people can do it with less, but I've seen that on the average about $10,000 to get started. Okay, that being said, let's understand you have the Airbnb arbitrage, and understanding that if you're trying to do Airbnb arbitrage in your area, you should go to airdna.co to analyze the area. And what I want to do, I actually want to show you this. This is airdna.co. Okay, and what they do is they actually analyze like properties and stuff. So you want to do Airbnb, say you want to do it in most people want to probably start in Atlanta, right? Uh-oh, sorry about that. I guess you have to log in order to do it. But the point about it is, say that you want to do Atlanta. And so what this system actually does when you log in for Atlanta, right, it'll show you like how much a property is daily rental, how often it's rented out for, and stuff like that, so that you can have a better perspective in terms of how much you should be renting your Airbnb out for. So it basically gives you comparable comps if you're going to be doing this Airbnb arbitrage. Okay, so that's one of the things that I wanted to show you. Then the next step, once you do the analysis of the Airbnb arbitrage, then the next thing you want to do is you want to go to Zillow or similar sites and stuff to try to find people that are possibly renting out their homes and stuff, that you can probably approach, right, to see if they're okay with you renting a home, and let them know what your intentions are. Now, one of the things that have gotten a lot of people in trouble, because they would rent the property out, but they did not sign a contract with the owner of the property to put it on Airbnb. Okay, and this can cause a lot of legal problems. This is the reason why I continue to tell you guys is don't do like Airbnb, Toro, and stuff under your social, because you're exposing yourself. You should set yourself up as a business. Now, if you don't know the proper structure or how to set yourself up to get the full protection, click the link in the description and schedule a one-on-one consultation, because this is very important, and a lot of people end up losing the shirt off their back because they do this, because you signed an agreement with the homeowner for you to lease the property, but then you gonna put it on Airbnb and lease it to somebody else. What if somebody gets killed in that property? What if somebody else get hurt in that property? Now the owner is going to be responsible for that, and then they're going to come after you. So that's the reason you have to get that consent. That being said, another thing that gets a lot of people in trouble, because they don't think about paying the transient occupancy, the transient occupied tax. What that means is, just like hotels, if you're going to have somebody living in here, and you can check with your city or county ordinance and find out what is those taxes that you have to pay for somebody living in your property, especially if you're doing an Airbnb. again, this is stuff that most people already know, but for those that don't know, this is very important because it can save you a lot of headache. And as a matter of fact, you can end up being cited for not properly doing this. So that's the reason I'm sharing this with you. Okay. Another thing, getting qualified workers. Okay. People that you know that you can rely on that's able to go inside the property, clean the property up, keep the property well maintained and everything like that. All right. And then, of course, furniture. Right? So you have all of these expenses and stuff when starting out with your Airbnb arbitrage, but you need to know, okay, what are the best business credit cards to actually do this so where I can get a free interest loan? And that's what you actually want. You want to try to get a free interest loan. So if you're going to max out a credit card, especially a business credit card, you want to make sure it's at the maximum that you can leverage it, okay? And so one of the first credit cards I would tell you about is the Spectra business credit card. Now, I made a video about how to join Spectra and stuff like that, but at the same time, the reason that I like this card is because of 20 billing cycles. So if you max this card out, you're not paying any interest on that money for 20 business cycles. Now, in terms of you saying, well, how do you liquidate the card? You can ask them to send you checks, or you can set your credit card up on like plastic.com and use it that way to send out checks to the people that are going to be taking care of your Airbnb arbitrage, okay? So, like I said, 20 billing cycles on this, all right? Now, you have U.S. Bank. Now, U.S. Bank, they pull TransUnion. Most of the time, they pull TransUnion FICO 8. Now, the interesting thing about this, Elan Financial, that Spectra business credit card, they're issued through Elan Financial. Elan Financial is associated with U.S. Bank, okay? And granted, they pull Experian, but U.S. Bank, they pull TransUnion. So just keep that in mind. But they have the U.S. Bank Business Platinum card, and it's for 20 billing cycles as well, all right? Then U.S. Bank, they have another one called the Triple Cash World Elite MasterCard. And again, this is for 15 billing cycles. So the reason that you should be looking for credit cards like this, and the average credit score to get one of these cards, people say, oh, you have to be in the high sevens. That's not true. If you have at least, I would say comfortably at least about a 690, 700 credit score, and then I would tell you to go for these type of cards and stuff, especially for your Airbnb arbitrage, because there's so much other things going in. Like I said, granted, you're going to be having your clients paying you daily, and that's another thing I want to bring up, because some of these people may only want to stay one night. Some of these people may end up staying a whole month or whatever. You want to make sure that those funds are deposited into your business checking account. The reason is because it's going to be able to build up your business credit much faster, and you'll be able to get access to more funding, okay? Now, you have another credit card that I like. It's called the Bank of California. Their APR intro is 0 for 20 billing cycles as well. All right. So, like I said, with Airbnb arbitrage, some people, they can get it done with starting at $10,000, but some people need $25,000 for their first property. It just depends. But at the same time, you know you want to have a cushion to where you're not paying interest on that loan, so you get a free interest loan, and it's not affecting your personal credit, because these type of credit cards, if you max them out, it's not going to affect your personal credit. So that's the reason that I'm sharing these credit cards with you. All right. Then you have Navy Federal. Now, here's the interesting thing about Navy Federal. They, on their business credit card, is not about a zero balance transfer or card, right? But here's the good thing about it. You can max out the Navy Federal business credit card, and by you maxing that card out, as long as you're making your regular payments and stuff, it doesn't report to the business side nor the personal side. So that's a very good thing. So that's the reason that I threw this card in there, because most people they're already with Navy Federal and they want the business credit card, because with the business credit card, Navy Federal business credit cards, they usually give you like maybe I think it's like a $15,000 credit card and a $10,000 line of credit. Okay, some people don't even know about the line of credit. They'll just get the credit card, but without even asking about the line of credit. Now, I did make a video about the Navy Federal Business Credit Card, so you can check that video out on my YouTube channel as well. All right, but this is very important, especially again when you're doing Airbnb arbitrage. There's a lot of people out there that teaches this stuff, but in terms of where do you get the money to start it, that's the most important thing. Because if you can't get the money to start it, then it's very hard to do anything with it. Now, one of the backdoor things is to find a property owner that has a property and you agree that you would manage it and split the profits with them. That may be a way that you can actually do an Airbnb arbitrage if you don't have any money. Okay, so I hope that this helps you. If you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, or you're trying to figure out, like, how do I build up my business credit? How do I remove some of these negative items, off of my personal credit? Then I would say click the link and schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.